Hey YouTube, it's Hannah Loba. If you want more MotoAmerica content, check out the new and vastly improved MotoAmerica Live Plus app. It's the only place you can catch all the race action in one place all season long. Click the link in the description below.
Who's on pole? Who is fast? And it's Troy Herfoss, a 13.7, then Tyler O'Hara and Rocco Landers.
And then we have Hayden Gillum, Kyle Wyman, and James Rispoli. And there are more than 6 people, I think. Greg, we got Bobby Fong, Jake Lewis, Travis Wyman, Corey West, and Max Flinders on, I think, a borrowed Harley.
Yeah.
As he crashes Indian earlier in the weekend, so he's on a borrowed bike there at the back of the grid.
Yeah, that's the M3 Lindahl Brakes Cowboy HD Moose entry for the 88. But here we go. 6 laps scheduled for this race. Lights are on, revs are up. Here we go. Oh, a little bit of a delayed start from Rocco.
Yeah, a little bit of a delayed start. They held him for a while again. And it's going to be the 2 factory Indians, though, and Herfoss leading the way. So that's exactly what Indians looking for right now, is for the 17 to be out front early. His teammate right behind him. Looks like Kyle Wyman has slotted himself, I believe it's Kyle anyways, into third. Yep, Kyle, and then James Rispoli fourth. So this is the battle, right? You got 2 factory Indians, 2 factory Harleys, and then 2 Vance and Hines Harley-Davidsons with yesterday's winner and last year's champion in 5th and 6th.
That margin, 7 points in this championship. Kyle leading the 33, the championship, but third on the racetrack. And this isn't going to work for him. He's got to make some moves early if he wants to stay with the 17. Jason, who has been absolutely ripping this weekend, has Herfoss.
Yeah, well, you saw he was a full second quicker, I believe, in qualifying. And then in this morning's warm-up, he was capable of running another minute 13, 2:13.7 around here again this morning. So for him right now, he's just trying to go out and put these hard laps in at the start. He knows he's got pace. And then see what the factory Harleys can bring, if anything. We saw O'Hara yesterday do a fantastic job of defending for his teammate and finishing third and beating Kyle Wyman to the line. Today, Wyman's looking down the inside, not quite able to make a pass. As you can see, O'Hara's got still a pretty good gap on that of Kyle Wyman. So, wow, what happened there? It looked like Tyler didn't quite get out of there the way he wanted to, and Kyle closed up a lot before they went into this right-hander.
Yeah, but all the while, good blocking move. O'Hara, a little bit loose under acceleration on the S&S Indian Motorcycles Challenger. And look at Kyle, a nice tight line from the 33 of Wyman on that Harley-Davidson factory bike, but gives it right back.
Yeah, O'Hara, like,
another tight line. Oh,
Rispoli gets, something happened to James there. That was weird. And you can see here now, so this is exactly what Indian wants right now. They want to have Tyler O'Hara, just if he can, hold a little bit of block over Kyle Wyman. Kyle going for it in the last corner, and he's going to make that pass stick as they exit that turn. Now he's going to have to defend hard up into turn number 1, as O'Hara will be in the draft of the factory Harley-Davidson all the way to the top of the hill.
Could be a little bit, is Tyler trying to get that thing stopped, and look at that oil.
I don't want to see him going to the next right, Greg, and this is a problem. We need to get a flag out. You can see the guys behind right now are definitely backing off. He's got to know right there. He's got to know. They're already red flagging the race. Rocco, look at Rocco. Rocco just backed all the way off as much as he could. The problem is how much of this oil is seeing the track. That is the problem.
Red lights up. All right, so we're away racing, and look at Kyle Wyman from the center with nobody in front of him. He gets a really good launch. He's heading up to turn number 1. Herfoss is choosing to take the tighter line into turn number 1. He sweeps through it. He's going to drive to the outside. Kyle trying to square it up and get a run down the hill.
Rocco with a better start, too. He's third, Rispoli fourth, Gillum fifth.
But there he loses a little bit of ground. Does the 33 on the 17.
Just a little bit, though. Troy actually ran a little bit wide. His angle on the exit there kind of told me that it wasn't where it needs it to be. This is a white flag. Kyle might be close enough to take a shot. It'll be interesting to see. I bet Troy gets over to the left and doesn't allow it to happen, but he's not over to the left as far as I thought he would have been. But there it is. Now he's getting it in there nice and tight. And this is where Kyle's been really good. Is Troy has a quick little look over his shoulder. They head down this hill.
So this is the final lap of Mission King of the Baggers, race number 2. And Troy Herfoss with an opportunity to close this championship to 2. Kyle Wyman trying to figure out a way to stay close enough to throw a shot at Herfoss.
I was going to ask you where you felt like it could happen, because in the spots that it looks like it's important to be close to Troy, he's not quite able to get there. So
He's going to have a really good run through turn 11 as they're getting to and down the back straightaway for Kyle to put it in a position where I think that roll speed might do it, but he's not close enough right now to take a shot into this corner. And it's Herfoss. He gets the Indians turn so quickly, and now he's going to get it up on the meat of the tire, like almost like ride it like a super bike.
He fires it out of there really nicely, doesn't he? And gets it in there tight, fires it out, and again, he's got just a big enough gap where Kyle can't really do anything with him.
Wyman trying to get into the draft and close up. And again, Herfoss, the bike's so stable off the back straightaway. And you can see the margin now as Herfoss a little bit wide, but no real damage there for the 17.
No, he's opened up the gap. It's really impressive how he's able to get that big Indian in on a tighter line. And get it in there tight and fire it out. And I think really Kyle's only hope was to try to be close enough getting into that last corner, but he's just not quite there.
Herfoss, a little look over his shoulder, no rear view mirrors in racing. So he's trying to look around and see where Wyman is. He'll anticipate if Kyle Wyman is going to be able to take a shot. He's not seeing the view we're seeing right now, as it looks like really good position for the 17. He's got one more corner to go. Wyman's not close enough. Herfoss onto the front straightaway. Mission King of the Baggers, number 2, on the gas to the checkered flag, and the points will close up to 2 after a huge win from Herfoss. Landers able to hold off his teammate Gillum. James Rispoli in 5th place.
Yeah.
He will take victory and a max 25 points over Kyle Wyman, who earns 20 points. So that's 5 the difference. It was 7. Rocco Landers in 3rd, Hayden Gillum in 4th.